Alright lads, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be talking a lot about rotation tips, and a good bit of rotation knowledge is going to be said in this video, so I recommend you stay true till the end because there's going to be a lot of information and you're going to learn. The best tips I'm going to keep for the end. That's just to get that YouTube watch time up. It's a bit scummy, but it's got to be done. At least I'm telling you what I'm doing. Most YouTubers aren't going to tell you that, so I'm keeping it 100, but essentially there's going to be some banging tips here. And we're going to start off with talking about early and late game rotations. So like there's two. First of all, you can split it into three. You've got early rotations, you've got mid game rotations, and then you've got late game rotations. We're not talking about speed here, we're just talking about stages of the game. Like your start game, you can either land somewhere completely off the grid, get stacked loot, and then rotate in late. So you're taking your time to loot up. You're kind of not really paying attention for kills. It's a passive playstyle. You're just playing for placement. So you have that kind of a rotation, and then you rotate late into first zone, and then you rotate probably a bit more earlier into the second zone. Then third zone, you're aiming for that central position because you're going to be playing position. When you've got a slow start, you need to pick up kills in the end. So you're playing for that loot at the first half of your game. Is just loot, mats, loot, heals, everything, and you're going to be playing for end game. So when that end game comes, you need to know how to play it perfect to get all those points back up. That's important because you're going to lose out at the start, but you have to make sure that you make up for it in the end. So that's that. And then you've got your late game rotations, which is just like your layer choosing and moving zones, that kind of stuff. So we'll keep that till the end because they're the more important ones, and you need to understand the basic fundamentals of the starting ones first. And for those of you who are a bit more advanced in the terms of rotations and you know your shit, you've got earnings, there will be stuff here for you too. It's not going to be just content for new players and beginners. So we're going to start off then. We're going to start off with your early rotate and your late rotate. The two kind of opposites. You can rotate late to a zone and you can get pure held, or you can rotate early and do the holding and hold people out of zone. The thing about late rotations, whether they're planned or not, they're going to be more likely happening for the aggressive player that's playing for kills, because he's going to end up getting caught in a fight and he's going to end up rotating late, unplanned and stuff. Usually it's unplanned. Sometimes in moving zones it's planned. But when you're talking mid-game and stuff, unless you're W keying, that's when it actually does happen, is when you're W keying, because people aren't, they're W keying. They're going for kills. They're not trying to, how would I say, they're not trying to play positionally or anything. They're just trying to rack up points. That's the way people will play in a W key fest tournament. They just go for kills, no position and stuff, and you're wondering, man, how am I meant to do that? To be honest, the only way is to be able to do everything. Is to be able to dominate the start game, the mid game, the late game. You got to land stacked locations. That's being honest with it. But playing safe and maybe just playing for the top 10 on that tournament leaderboard, probably the safer way to go about doing it is playing a more chilled out playstyle. Get your fair amount of kills, average about 10 kills a game. You're good over your 10 tournament games, if they still do it that way. I haven't dabbled with tournaments in a minute though. I'm just back on creative. Most of the videos this week are going to be this tilted creative map, and just as background gameplay, because I haven't played in 6 months. I've been playing Fortnite. I've been playing Warzone tournaments for a good bit. I've been just playing Warzone in general. So I'm coming back onto my Fortnite shit. I'm getting the grind back on. I don't think I'm going to leave Fortnite anytime soon. I'm comfortable where I'm at right now. I'm enjoying making thumbnails and making videos and improving as a player. So I have to get my mechanics back in order. So as I'm growing, the whole point of this channel is for people to grow alongside me. As I'm growing, we're going to grow at the same pace. I'm going to give you the things that I'm finding that's helping me to get back up into that semi-professional kind of level, because that's where we're going to go with this channel, I believe. But also still provide valuable content. But getting back on track. I got a bit off track there. So you have your early rotate and late rotates. We went through that. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to get kills, you're more than likely going to rotate late game. So you need to stay tuned for other videos that I'm going to be making. So make sure you hit that sub button, because this is just breaking down what I'm going over in future videos. This is putting all my tips out there in a way that people who watch this video have other videos that they're going to be able to watch when they do come out. That's why I want you to subscribe. It's nothing to do with me or get more subs or get on the grind or anything like that. It's literally just putting out as much information as I can, and I want to do that, obviously in multiple videos rather than just one. I'm going to go in depth, Bala TW like with the videos, going super in depth. So basically, I'm getting very off topic right now. It's kind of like going towards a promo video. I don't want it to be like that. So I'm going to get back on. We're going to leave early rotates and late game rotates where they were. I do have more videos coming on that stuff that's super in depth. Like I said, this is off the top of the head, so I can't give you the best tips. So I'm gonna go on to the next tip. You have position in circle. When you rotate late, you don't really have a great position in circle. You have a late edge spot. You want to be a center. It's going to be like a pain. It's a win-win and it's a loss-loss at the same time. If you're a center, you can hold people. But if you're a center, you have a more chance of getting zone. People are going to target you if you don't get zone. So, you can't really win. But center, you do have your best chances of getting a late game zone. Even in any zone, you being center gives you the best chance because it's just simple. If you're center and something spawns like in the top right corner of a circular zone, you know what I mean? Like the top right, you still have the same distance to go no matter where the zone is. You always have a consistent distance to travel. It can never be more than a certain amount, and it can be less than another amount. Especially for half and half. You want center zone for half and half. I can tell you that just from personal experience with tournaments back in the day. I don't think much has changed there. By the way, when I say back in the day, I mean only like about a year ago. Between 6 months to a year is when I last properly played competitive. I was decent at it as well. No insane person, but like I was decent. Okay, I'm worthy of giving tips to an average player. Trust me, I can toot my own horn there. Then obviously you got to talk about position, like your position regarding your layer in endgame. Like, are you going to be on you got your 3 layers, but you've got 5 layers if you really want to go in depth with it. You've got ultimate low ground, you've got low ground, you've got mid ground, you've got high ground, and then you've got ultimate height. So that's going real in depth with it. But if you want to keep it simple for this video, like I said, I'm going ham. I'm going to go so in depth on in future videos. So this is just kind of like this is kind of more of an intriguing video to let you know what type of content is coming to the channel from now on, as well as just giving out a little bit of information, just a little crumbs of information. Because if you want the full cookie, you're gonna have to watch the big videos that I'm gonna be making, rather than I need time to explain those, like 15-20 minutes to explain that. So if you want those type of videos, that's the audience I'm trying to build here. A bit of a competitive audience. We're going to try and get some, just join the Discord even, boys. We're trying to get some scrims going and stuff like that. So, anything like that we can get going to improve as a team, almost as a unit. That's going to be some community building thing. We're going to have some grinders going, so that's another thing. The Discord's in the description, by the way, as well as all the socials, quick promo. But moving on. Your layers. You've got, for me personally, I'm just going to come out and say it straight. Mid-ground is my favorite layer. Mid-ground is my favorite layer because you can shit on people below you. You can still keep an eye on people above you without getting targeted, because they're going to target, you can guarantee they're going to target the people on low ground, because that's just free kills. That can almost be free kills. If they're like shambles, low mats, that's free kills all day long, 24/7. So that's why I like mid-ground. You don't really get bothered too much. You're not touching height, so they're not going to be pissed with you. You're not really causing them any harm. It does come to be a problem late game when you're fighting height and it's a 1v1 and they're on height and you're on mid ground. You're basically on low ground then, because there's no one below you, so you're the lowest, even though it's the middle layer. Uncontested layers as well. That's another video I think would be super useful to make for some people. I nailed it. That would be probably one of my expertise moments if I was to talk about uncontested layers and how to find them and stuff like that. I actually do have a video coming out on that. It's probably out by now already, so make sure you check out the channel page if you want to see for these videos, because they're more than likely already out, because I'm recording 15 videos this week. I'm going to do 10 uploads from Monday to Friday, 2 every day. Then I'm going to take the weekend off to record more for the next week. That's what we do over here. We grind. There's not really much information I can give out in this video. It's just kind of like a little teaser letting you know what's going to happen, with a nice bit of background gameplay. I was going to put in some just nice gameplay for you to watch, and like just like a normal gameplay, me talking and playing and stuff. But my audio didn't record, so that's why we got music in the background and shit like that. So also give us some music requests if you got some non-copyright songs that are just banging, just nice beats. Let me know about them. I don't even know if people are going to be still watching, because we're 9 minutes in and I'm not really talking anything useful. And yeah, basically I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. But they're my rotation tips, layers, positions. I'm going to be going super in depth with them. I'm sorry I can't right now. Like I said, this is off the top of the dome. There's nothing really wrote down, so I can't really give you that much information. I want to give you proper information, not trying to confuse you or anything like that, like I've probably done in this video. So yeah, let me know, like, leave a like if you liked it, I guess, but in the comments, more importantly, just let me know what style of videos you want to see, because I don't really have a clue what I'm doing, to be honest, right now. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. We're gonna be coming with some montages as well, so make sure you hit that sub button. We're gonna be doing a lot of things over here. And have a good day. I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video.